Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Righty. Alrighty. Technical difficulties this morning. Cap Nation Live. I'm on the screen, not on the screen here. I'm there. Good afternoon, everybody. Cap Nation Live, Wednesday, the 29th of July. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, you can't, Siri. Joe says, uh-oh, he's been held hostage. What's the ransom we have to raise? It's a lot. You can't afford it, so be glad that I am here. Rio C in the house says 2-0 already. Let's make it 4-0. Yes, it is true. Premium plays are 2-0. Premium plays are 2-0 on the day. And it's going to be a good day. International plays went 2-0 for premium plays. Still got Major League Baseball to go. And it's going to be a fantastic day with one getting ready to start. Free play given out on Twitter was an easy winner. AC Milan, 4-1 victory. They were laying one. Congratulations, everybody that follows me on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you're making a grave mistake. I gave out a 3-team parlay. One got dropped because it was postponed. Ended up being a 2-teamer last night. Ended up being 2-0. $1,500 parlay paid back like $3,500 and change. Robert S. in the house. Mr. O'Neill. Tom, what is going on? Good early afternoon as well. KDO in the house. Brian says haters hate. They just mad they aren't on any of your picks. Absolutely. They could be on our picks. All they got to do is just tail us or follow me on Twitter. Mr. Bayer, what is going on? Neverez in the house. Brian S. Chemo 136. Chad, what is going on? Why am I letting other cappers get under my skin? You obviously don't know me, Chad, if you think anybody gets underneath my skin. Why are you letting other cappers get under your skin? Who cares if they bet or not? They shouldn't even be living in your head. First of all, nobody's living in my head other than me. And if you followed me a little bit longer, you would know I don't give a rat's ass about anybody. And that's your monster splash of the day. But nobody gets underneath my skin. I actually have fun calling out the phonies, the Twitter trolls, the nose pickers, the shit throwers, because they try and throw shit up against the wall, and it generally doesn't stick. I actually have fun doing it. That's why you see a barbershop pole on the right-hand corner of your screen, and that's why there's a real one being installed. You can't see it yet, but right over there, over yonder. People that have been with us for quite some time know I call a spade, I call a fraud, I call a scammer, and I call real. And I back it up every single day. So to the one douchebag with the thumbs down, I salute you and welcome you to Cap Nation Live, baby. So, if you're new to this channel, you better hit that subscribe button. I don't care who I piss off, because we're kicking ass, taking names, and we're taking the book's money. So why do I care? No, first of all, nobody's getting underneath my skin, but why do I care if services don't bet? Well, I don't give a shit if they don't bet. It doesn't matter to me. It should matter to you guys, the ones that you're actually paying for picks or you're following, because here's the reason why. Here is the exact reason why. If my plays that I give out, or hell, the company's plays that we give out, are not strong enough that warrant me betting them, why in the flipping world should you bet them? Plain and simple. If I don't have the nutsack to bet my own plays, why in the world should you bet my plays? Now, if I'm a handicapping service, a Twitter picker, a nose picker, a shit thrower, a YouTube capper, a this capper, a that capper, and I actually bet, but I bet small, really small, and I'm trying to tell you to bet bigger than me, or yeah, Joe, yeah, Chad, yeah, Tom, yeah, Nick, yeah, Robert, yeah, Rio, yeah, Greg, everybody, yeah, you guys should all go put your hard-earned money on the game, but I'm only going to bet $10 or $5 or $100, and then I'm going to blur out my bet amount so you can't see how little I bet, but I think you should go put your hard-earned money on it, your life savings, that last paycheck that you have. If that was my mentality, I'd be doing all of this all wrong. Finding people that do what we do is rare in this industry. Probably one of the only ones. Very few and far between will people actually bet and then back it up on a daily, consistent basis. So again, you ask, why does it matter to me if a sports service or a nose picker or a Twitter tout actually bets? It doesn't. It's no hair off my nuts. It's no sweat off my back, because it's not going to affect my pocketbook. But it might affect yours long term. Because you just have to remind yourself, if it ain't good enough for them to bet it, it's not good enough for you to bet it. And if they're not betting it they don't have to be a huge bettor. I'm not a huge bettor by any means. But if they don't bet it for a substantial amount of money, why should you? Just common sense. Oh no, Chad, you're not being rude at all. You're not being rude at all. It's not a problem. You don't know me. You've been with us just for a little bit of a short period of time. People that have been with us for an extreme amount of time since the beginning, or hell, at least the last 6 months or longer, know I preach this all the time. And I have no problem pissing off anybody in this industry and calling a spade, a fraud, or real. And that's a fact. That is a 100% fact. And we can dive more into that later. Cap Nation Live, baby. Welcome. Are we fired up? Oh, we're ready to roll. We're ready to win. We're making money, and you should be too. And if you're not, we're going to try and change that. We'll try and change that, all right? If you're not, we'll try and change that. Cap Nation Live show yesterday. It's a fun show. The plays on it overall were on the losing side, unfortunately. Tiny bit. The free plays sucked. The leans were okay. We rode the Cubbies again. But again, the leans weren't making us money. The free plays were, and they were definitely off. So am I fired up for another round of winning? Absolutely. Abso-flippin-lutely. Are we already making money? Absolutely. We do have a game ongoing, so make sure you guys keep me posted on the Major League Baseball score. It would be greatly appreciated. Would definitely be appreciated if you did. A's in the Rockies. And we're ready to rock, baby. Ready to rock. Brentford, England Championship soccer going on. Personal play of mine. I believe we were up 2-0, so if you guys can keep me posted on that one as well. Karen, see what is going on, Nick Hill, Ryan. What is going on, Ryan? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. Christopher Bayer says, because he's the Big Johnson. Danny D-Rock, what's going on? Says, a lot of nut smack today. Absolutely. And we're just flapping it right on them. We're just flapping it right on them. And we're having fun doing it. You know, again, it's a lot of fun winning. Long term is where it's at. So for everybody that's following me on Twitter and retweeting and tweeting me back, much appreciated. If you don't follow me on Twitter, now is the time to stop what you're doing. I'll give you guys a free pass for leaving and then coming back, all right? But go to Twitter. Find me on Twitter. There's the link at CapNationKyle. And follow me on Twitter. Gave away a $1,500 three-teamer, which turned into a two-teamer, which ended up paying some great money. Gave away a free soccer play. Showed a ticket as well. $1,000 winner. And we're having fun today. Nick Hill says, you're the best in sports betting. I appreciate the kind words. I'm sure there's people that are, you know, better than me or bet bigger than me or whatever the case may be. They might be nicer. They might have a nicer personality. I mean, I'll be honest, my wife calls me an asshole quite often. So I get it. I come across as rude or arrogant or straight up as an asshole. And I get it. Brian S., hold that thought on the Samsung Lions. We'll talk about that one and why you shouldn't be betting on the Samsung Lions. Talked about this on Twitter with somebody that's been with us for a long time. So we'll talk about this here in a minute. Mario says, took the Giants. Your free plays are just as good as premium. Everyone join. Captors Direct. Thank you, Mario. I appreciate that. Premium plays off to a hot start. 2-0 on the day. Leon says, good capper, honest. That is one thing that we will always be, is honest. Honest, honest. Call a spade. Call bad, bad. Call good, good. You name it. We call it out. Win, lose, or draw, I will admit it. Had a losing day yesterday. 1-2 on my personal plays. Premium plays. Hold on. Put the shades back on. 1-2 as well. So an off day. Everybody knows when we have an off day, the good day follows. The good day follows. So that is exactly what we're expecting. Chemo136 says, wish the Dinos would have played. They would have cooked Lotto. Oh, you mean Lotto you meant? I wish the Dinos would have played too, because then more than likely my two-teamer would have been the three-teamer that we planned for, and then I could have got paid a lot more on my parlay. All righty. Reading some stuff on Twitter. We've been very interactive on Twitter. That is a fact today. So it's going to be a great show. We're going to try and break down as many of the games that we can. And we're going to go from there. All right, we're going to go from there. We're going to try and put you guys on some more money. If you're following along on me on Twitter, you're already 3-0 on the day with a 2-team parlay, cashing and cashing good. So we're going to continue to do it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. But I know most of you are not new, but for the ones that are new, we've been picking up a ton of subscribers throughout the last week with baseball's return. So welcome everybody that has been tuning in. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to continue the fun. Tomorrow's live show will probably be a little bit later in the day. I might possibly do a small quick little early edition as well. It's going to be a lot of fun over the course of the next week. The NBA returning tomorrow with 2 games on the board. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Put you guys on some NBA action as well. And boy, man, I'm just having a ball. Absolutely having a ball. Again, if you haven't already done so, take a second out of your day. Give us that big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. For everybody that's been living under a rock the last week, if you have an Android, and this is only available for Android users, unfortunately, iOS and Apple users, this will be available shortly, okay? This will be available shortly. Head over to the Google Play Store. Type in Cappers Direct. Right there, you'll see our app. Download it. Install it. Rate it. Review it. We would greatly appreciate it if you did. Your one-stop shop. Everything you do on our website, you'll be able to do on the app. Just faster, easier, more streamlined, all in one place. Speaking of the app or the website, live odds. Live 100% real live odds right there on our website. CappersDirect.com. Click on the odds tab. They're not delayed. Thanks to the one person that went from a positive to a negative. We love you too. Nobody out there is giving you live 100% real-time odds. When they change in the sportsbook, they change on our website within 10 to 15 seconds. Brentford with their early goal in the second half. Three 0 baby. Oakland scoring in the bottom of the first. Rat bastards ruining my little play. Yes, I did a no-team score in the first, but I also did a score in the first for every team as well. So for that parlay, I'll hope everyone scores. Likelihood one day we'll cash that fun little ticket. So, gonna pop everything up here. That way we can get to the fun, all right? We can get to the fun. Cappers Nation and Cappers Direct merchandise will be here soon. Hats, t-shirts, mugs, some stress relievers. Good afternoon, William, tuning in via text message. Brian S. says fade the Red Sox. And back to what Brian was saying a couple minutes ago, 5-6 minutes ago. He said Samsung Lions with the mega choke. I think they opened up 6 runs in the first inning, 1 in the 7th, and ended up losing 12-7 or something like that, along those lines. The Samsung Lions, first of all, It's kind of like betting on the Diamondbacks and the Rangers. Obviously, more than likely, you're going to have a winner. Except in international, you can't have a draw now. But more than likely, one of those two shitty teams is going to be a winner. I have a problem betting on shitty teams. Now, have I bet on the Samsung Lions? Yes, we have picked our spots, and we've picked our spots perfectly with the Samsung Lions. But when they have lost 4 straight and lost 9 out of 13 games, and their opponent as well hasn't won dating back to July 15th, I have an issue putting money on them. They're a minus 225 favorite. They now have lost 10 out of 14 games. The Hanwha Eagles have lost 9 out of the last 10, I believe it is. With a draw, 9 out of the last 11. No different than when you have 2 shitty teams and you bet the over, it's probably going to stay under on you. Or you bet the under, it'll probably be a 13-12 final with the dog winning. You fire the dog and the favorite wins. It's 2 shitty teams, okay? Just because they're a heavy favorite, especially in the KBO, does not mean they're supposed to win. The books cleaned up last night on everybody that bet on the Samsung Lions. So be careful in the KBO or the Nippon League or hell, Major League Baseball when betting on 2 shitty teams or a shitty team. Alrighty, so let's get everything up and running. Wayne, you took Arizona moneyline. Nice job. It's just one of the scenarios that I try and follow. I try and not put too much emphasis on shitty teams. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys are all having a great day. And if not, we'll try and make it better. All right, hit that thumbs up if you haven't already done so. If you're on your mobile device, hit that X out of the live chat. We definitely appreciate it. I'm going to talk more about this later, but one thing that we're going to do, we're going to try and start a little promotion, a little trend. And it doesn't matter if you're betting $5 or $5,000 or $50,000 or $1. When we give out a free play or a premium play or one of my personal plays or a system play or one of the leans from the live show, I don't even care if it loses. Obviously, it's more fun to show off winners unless it's a really big loser, meaning big dollar amount, or you just got blown out 13-0 in a baseball game. Put out a tweet with the hashtag CappersNation, just like this in the live chat that I'm putting right now. If it's one of the plays that we discuss, we give you, you're one of the clients here. After the fact, obviously, put out a tweet, show a copy of your bet. I don't care if it's $1 or $50,000, somewhere in between, more or less. It ain't about the dollar amount. It ain't the size of the ticket. We just want to show off some of our clients' wins and scores. So It's not about clout for how big you bet. It's just user participation. So, post a copy on Twitter with the hashtag CappersNation. We will show them off, and we will be picking individuals at random throughout the week to receive packages on our website, cappersdirect.com, to try and build some user interaction. Very nice, Christopher. I do like to hear that. I do like that. 2 on, no outs for the Rockies, who came in as a nice dog today. We got NHL starting in just a couple days. There is preseason or warm-ups, whatever you want to call it. Keep in mind, we do not play any warm-up games. We play the real season and the real season only. So, with that being said, NHL will be posted starting on the 1st. If you had the NHL package, it will be reactivated. If you were on the March Madness package, you also received the NHL package. Because of that, that will be reactivated as well. They should be doing that over the course of the next couple days. Lewis says, I hope you know I created a Twitter account for you. I've never done Twitter. Thank you, Lewis. I'm sure Twitter appreciates that as well, having another user. But yeah, definitely, we'll keep the fun going. We will keep the fun rolling, especially on Twitter. I swear this Apple Watch thing where it tells me to calm down and breathe, it must feel the anxiety or whatever, or my blood pressure rolling. And it just knows when I'm supposed to breathe. Anyways, Trainwreck says he played Rockies as a dog today. I like that. So keep me updated. Definitely keep me updated. I played the Rockies as a dog as well as all of our premium play clients looking for 3-0 with a dog. Diamondbacks and the Rangers getting underway. If you guys notice, we skipped right over that breakdown. And wasn't a concern at all with either one of those teams. Lynn or Bumgarner on the mound. Now we will go over the Nationals and the Blue Jays. Max on the mound. Coming off his mixed results from opening day. Constantine says one of the things you hate about your watch is telling you to chill too. Yeah, it somehow magically knows, hey, it's time to take a breather. It's time to take that breather. Max with a lot of strikeouts 5 days ago, breaking the 10 mark on opening day yet again. He's going to be in for a treat today against the Blue Jays. The Nationals are 1-4 to start the year. Going up against Nate Pearson and the Blue Jays. I don't have that constant where it tells me to stand up. It'll probably be telling me to stand up all the time. So I might need to activate that feature. As far as the Nationals and the Blue Jays go today, I personally don't think the Nationals are as bad as they've been playing over the course of their first 5 games. I really don't. Losing an opening day 4-1 to the Yankees. They came back the next day, got a 9-2 victory. They lost 3-2 in another close game. They lost 4-1 and then 5-1 against the Blue Jays. One thing that they lacked yesterday, obviously, was hits. They had them in Game 1 against the Blue Jays. They put up 11 hits, 1 run. Absolutely insane in that game. 18 hits combined plus multiple walks. And it ended up being a 4-1 victory for the Blue Jays. So, with the exception of yesterday, they've been lacking that offensive hitting. They haven't been lacking the offensive hitting with the exception of yesterday, getting sidetracked. Chris Bartlett says Giants plus 1.5 minus $1.10 safer bet. By all means. Bet whatever you feel is necessary. Whatever you feel is necessary. Safer, not safer, risky, not risky. That's all on you, buddy. Did say 2-1. Now it says 1-1. All right, so moving down the line. Let's take a gander at Game 3. They played 2 games yesterday. The Indians and the White Sox. Indians at home. They're 4-1. The White Sox 1-4. Lucas Giolito, however you pronounce his name, on the mound today, going up against Zach Plask and the hot Indians. People that were with us the end of last baseball season, you guys know we were absolutely hammering the Indians onto the run to the playoffs and absolutely making money. Brendan Bell, are you going to put up another parlay on Twitter today? No, more than likely not. But if you want 2 solid plays, feel free to jump on board my personal plays because I've still got 2 to go. And it's looking like we're starting my personal plays, hopefully. I know it's still a ways to go. There's still a ways to go in the game, but 1-0. El Roma 17, I need a for sure winner today, pals. Well, I've already given 3 free plays on Twitter, which was at least 2 more than I probably should have. I did hear, what are you doing with that parlay on Twitter this morning, but whatever. Sometimes you piss off some brass and it's okay. But yes, Brentford up 3-0. England Championship playoffs soccer. Swansea City getting their butts kicked. We're up 3-0. That is a personal play of mine. And I am looking for a monster sweep today. I'll go to Lowe's. I'll buy the brooms. But I'm definitely looking for a sweep today. But if you need a for sure winner, well, then you should probably sign up. Just go to cappersdirect.com. Links in the description down below. And you can get on some good stuff. Not to say what we don't do here is good, because it will be. But you want the big stuff, gotta pay. Or read between the lines of the show. All right, so back to the White Sox, the 1-4 White Sox, the 4-1 Indians. They absolutely mopped up yesterday. All right? They beat them in Game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday. And they made it close. It's 4-3. It was a system play. I showed a copy of the ticket. I always bet $750 on every single one of our system plays. I posted it on Twitter, gladly. My system plays that I bet are always $750 a bet, for the fact that with a system play, they're always, if I can't, I need some glasses. I need a glass sponsor. I need some eyeglasses. Because with system plays, they're a progressive betting style, so you have to have the capability to be able to bet 2, 3, 4 times your bet. So I can go from $750 to $1,500, $1,500 to $3,000, $3,000 to $6,000, like that in a couple days. So here's a copy of the ticket. Cleveland Indians yesterday afternoon for a nice little score. That's always fun. Then during the live show yesterday, we gave out a lean on the Indians. During the live show, that was a winner. Game 2, they beat them 5-3. The White Sox, they were made a valued attempt in the 8th inning to make a comeback. They put up 1 in the 8th to go from 5-2 to 5-3. But we got the job done there. Here they are, Game 3. Can the Indians get the sweep? Can they get the big sweep today? Jeff says a for sure winner on Wednesday is no bueno. Well, at times we do have the game of the weeks on Wednesday. We love Wednesdays. Beastie Pop, hey Kyle, are you going to be giving out any free plays with the NHL playoffs this Saturday? I'm sure we'll have free plays in the NHL. I still haven't even finished capping for tomorrow yet, so we're still a couple days away from Saturday. But yeah, we'll be taking care of everybody in the NHL as well. But with Giolito on the mound, his start against the Twins didn't go so swell. 3 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 7 runs on 6 hits. He gave up 2 home runs. And he had just as many walks as he had strikeouts, 3 apiece. Zach Plesac, he did get a little warm-up July 18th against the Pirates. He went 5 complete innings. He gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. He had 6 Ks. He did face the White Sox last June 2nd. He pitched 7 complete innings, gave up 1 hit on a home run, a solo home run. Sorry, 4 hits, 1 run. It was a solo home run that he gave up, but he did give up 4 hits. He had 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. I'm all messed up this afternoon. 7 strikeouts and a walk. No denying the Indians are hot. The line on it is definitely attractive, to say the least. Taking a look at the line on this game. The Indians at plus 108. Plus money today. Because they're going up against a pitcher who got rocked 5 days ago. And they're looking for their 4th straight. #OurTribe. So as far as this game goes, I do lean towards the Indians. And I don't have a pen. Where is the pen? I don't have a pen. So anyways, I'll write it down later. Lean on the Indians plus money at plus 108. Moving down the line, the A's got a runner on first, 1 out. It's still tied up 1 apiece. But I do lean towards the Indians. And I will probably bet them. More than likely, I will probably bet them. Another 6 o'clock game, 6:40. Cubbies and the Reds. The good old Cubs and the Reds. facing off against each other today. Again, this is another game. We've given out the Cubs the last 2 days during the live show. We have not taken them as a company play or a personal play of mine. Sonny Gray going up against Hendricks. Sonny Gray pitched a near gem in his first start of the season. The only problem with Sonny is he only goes about 6 or 6 2/3 of an inning. He did just give up 1 run on 3 hits. It was a solo home run against the Tigers. Put up 9 strikeouts and 2 walks. Kyle Hendricks, in his Cubbies debut of the season, only went 4 2/3 and they had to go to the bullpen, which is typical for him. Gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. Sorry, excuse me. I was reading the stats didn't update. Excuse me. This is delayed. The iPad's delayed. Against Milwaukee, pitched 9 complete innings. Excuse me. Pitched a shutout. Gave up 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and no walks. It finally updated on me. It was actually showing me last year's opening day, opening game for him. Robert S. with a great point about Kendricks, who hasn't been the best on the road the last few seasons. That is the fact. A lot of people on the Reds, but you guys have been saying the Reds every single day for the last 2 days. Reds, Reds, Reds. Where we keep riding the Cubs. Where we keep riding the Cubs in the value. Sonny Gray against Hendricks. First of all, I like Hendricks, and I would be more willing to put my money on Hendricks in a pitch-off against Sonny Gray all day long, every single day. Factor in the rest of the lineup between both teams. Going to take the Cubs. I think the Cubs are a more rounded team. I think the Cubs are a better overall program as a whole. They're still plus money at 5 dimes. They're plus 100 right now. And I personally like the Cubs. I do lean on the Cubs. So there's another lean on the Cubs. I know the chat's on the Reds. Lewis is on the Cubs. Smart man in my opinion. Hopefully we're not wrong. We were not wrong yesterday. We were not wrong the day before. And believe it or not, the Cubs' first 5, they're actually the favorite at minus 103. Robert says he's not touching the game other opportunities. El Roma, I don't feel like touching that game. Well, first of all, nobody told you to touch that game. I gave a lean on it. And remember, you're an adult if you're here, so bet whatever it is that you want. I don't care if I bet it, which I just did, but I don't care if you bet it or you don't bet it. You're a grown man, woman. Maybe we probably have some man-childs in here. I'm just here to give you my informed decision. Professional, unprofessional, whatever you want to call it. Nose pick of the day. But it doesn't matter to me if you bet or you don't bet. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. And again, just because it's a lean, just because I give out a lean on something, doesn't even mean I'm betting it. Most of the times I don't bet a lean. That's why they're a lean. I lean one direction. But my pocketbook leans on staying in my pocket. El Roma, you're allowed to think out loud, my brother. We love it. Wayne, would you still take the Cubs at minus 107? I think they're the better team. I think they get the job done today. See, Robert, I said Buehler wouldn't. I didn't say a Dodger wouldn't throw at him yesterday. I said Buehler wouldn't throw at him. Buehler wasn't affected by the cheating Stros in 17. Now Kelly was. And I absolutely love the trash talk that he was given. After throwing behind the head and striking out Carrera, nice swing, bitch. That was absolutely awesome. Shaft says that was sarcasm, just to be clear. I don't know if I missed a comment or not, but I didn't see anything. Sometimes they go a little too fast. Scott says, I don't feel like eating my asparagus today. Don't be a bad boy, Scott. Eat your greens. Do I think a Dodger throws at an Astro today? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think it'll be a starting pitcher? No, I don't. I don't. Constantine, is that what he actually said to Carrera? Absolutely. When he struck him out and he was walking off the mound, nice swing, bitch. It was classic. And it was a little head movement while he was saying it in the smirk. Chest pumped out while he was walking off the mound back to the dugout. It was great. It was absolutely great. One second while we have some technical difficulties. I don't even know what the hell that was. My screens went black, but I could still see me on the other screen. Fidgety fat fingers. The triple F's doing us dirty. The triple F's doing us dirty here on the multi-screens. Fidgety fat fingers. All right? I guess I should have less pizza. Because I did have pizza last night. I did. Gotta admit, I did. Next up, the next game we're going to break down. Brewers. Pirates. I got no dog in this fight. But I might have a lean. I might have a lean on this game. Sausage fingers. Actually, no, they're not, but fidgety fat fingers actually kind of went, kind of well together. Scott, I do agree. Scott says Joe Kelly was the perfect person to throw at the Houston batters. One, he was not on the Dodgers in 2017. He was on the Boston Red Sox. Damn you, Brentford, giving up a goal to Swansea City late in the 77-minute mark. But Joe Kelly was on the Red Sox, who ended up losing to the cheating Stros. Now, Roman says, Bookie's trying to silence you, perhaps. Nah. Fidgety fat fingers getting in the way. Getting in the way. So next up, Brewers, Pirates, Woodruff on the mound, Musgrove on the mound. Let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at this one. First of all, live odds courtesy of our website, cappersdirect.com. Got to give a plug. They're right there. You want access to live, real-time odds. Out of curiosity, in this live chat, how many of you, viewers, do not utilize, I know that's kind of a big word for some, so use the live odds on our website? If you don't, I'd love to hear in the chat that you don't, and why. Is there something that our web team can do to improve it, make it better, and all of that good stuff? Would definitely love to know. Robert S. definitely probably pissed. All right, so game 9-15 and 9-16. Brewers opening up as a 154 favorite. Pirates coming in at plus money at plus 140. Both teams 2-3 on the year. Current line, minus 138 for 5 dimes on the Brewers, plus 128 for the Pirates. Just so you know, Wayne, you don't have to use the mobile app. You could just go to the website, cappersdirect.com. It is mobile friendly. Nick, because you watch live in Bet365, perfect. And if that's the only place you bet, then you're not shopping around for a line. Whereas myself personally, I shop around. I bet in many different locations, from 5 dimes, Bet Online, a local guy, and then in the normal casinos. Remember, the live odds, it's 100% free. 100% free. It doesn't cost you anything to use them. And it shows you multiple books. 5 dimes, the Westgate, DraftKings, MGM, and Mirage. The D Casino, Caesars, Property Stations, Bovada, and BetDSI, all in one place. But it does work through your regular browser on your iPhone or your Android. Nick Hill says, I can't have access to an American website. They block it. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, it definitely works on the mobile device, and it actually looks extremely user-friendly. This way, maybe. And then you can cycle through every book. It's actually pretty cool. But anyways, back to the Brewers and the Pirates. Brewers losing yesterday 8-6. That was a tough one for them. That was definitely a tough one for them. They did get the best of them in game 1, extra innings, winning 6-5. Pirates have definitely been playing good ball, but their record doesn't show that just yet. Their record doesn't show it just yet, but they've definitely been playing good ball. Woodruff getting the start for the Brewers. His last outing on the 24th against the Cubs, he pitched 5 complete innings. He had 2 runs on 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Take a look at Musgrove. Musgrove. Scott, probably, but we don't like to even say their name over here and give any plugs, shameless plugs to anybody else. Joe Musgrove on the 24th against the Cardinals pitched 5 2/3 inning. 7 strikeouts. He walked 3 batters, gave up 2 home runs, which ended up being 3 runs on the 5 hits that he gave up. What do I expect to see out of these two teams today? I expect to see a tad bit of scoring, total over and under 8.5. I do lean towards the over here, over 8.5. And I also lean towards the first 5 over a 4. No individual team totals. I do lean towards the over a 4. Don't really care how it happens or who does it, but I do lean towards the over a 4. Now, I do need to grab my pen so I can start recording all of these down. So give me about 25 seconds. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Bada bing, we're back. So, I got a pen now. Just recording what we did go over so far. We gave out leans on the Indians. Plus money. The Cubs at plus 100. As well as the Brewers and the Pirates over 8.5. As well as the first 5 over 4. I think there's some great value there. I really do. I think there's some great value in that one as well. Chad, if you got a question about a system play, feel free to email in and we'll definitely help you out. We'll definitely help you out. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, Scott commercial was cool. Yeah, that was something they did a couple years ago. We got a couple of them rolling around. A couple little ones rolling around. There's more coming. More fun stuff coming. My phone is blowing up. All right. So, next game. We're going to skip over the Kansas City-Detroit game for now. We will talk about that one here a little bit later. Tampa Bay, Atlanta. You know, Constantine, Juventus being down 2-0 Why does that surprise me? I can't lie. I'm not on it. Not as an official play, but I did do a 5-team. I did a 5-team parlay for $500. All soccer. And all we need is Brentford to finish out, which they're about doing. We need Roma to win. They're up 2-1 at the half. And then Juventus on the money line. So I only need those two. 500 pays like 2,200 because I threw in a gimme on Lazio minus 1,000, I believe it was. Lewis says, shouldn't surprise anyone. Won the championship, have nothing to play for. Yes, but I actually know better than to bet on them. Anytime we've played them, the last 2 times I've played them, they actually burned me. But I put them in there expecting it to be not a big blowout. But expecting them to at least walk away with a W for us. But I definitely should have left them off. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Alrighty. So, moving right along. Right into the next one. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Soroka on the mound going up against Morton. The Braves coming in as an actual favorite today. Imagine that one. Linus came down, though. Opened up at 126. Depending on where you're looking, the Westgate's at minus 116. 5 Dimes has a minus $1.15. Plus money, plus 105 for Charlie Morton and the Rays. Let's start there. And as the games go on and there's more, statistical data on pitchers, on players, we'll be able to dive more in depth into them and give you guys much bigger explanation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We'll make the breakdowns even more fun. But taking a quick look at Charlie Morton, his first start of the year on the 24th against the Blue Jays, the Buffalo Blue Jays. He pitched 4 complete innings. He got lit the F up. He did have 4 strikeouts and a walk, but he gave up 1 home run, 6 runs on 7 hits. Morton looking for a better improvement outing than what he had last week. Because what he had last week was not vintage Charlie Morton that we're used to. We're used to seeing 5 to 6 innings, giving up anywhere from 3 to 6 hits, maybe 1 run. A bad game would be 3 runs. Not giving up 6 on 7 hits. And then there's Soroka, who pitched an absolute gem against the Mets. The Braves ended up losing that game 1-0. As soon as they pulled him in the 6th inning, they gave up a run in the 7th. He pitched 6 complete innings. He gave up 4 hits, no runs. Only had 3 strikeouts and no walks. Pitched a very clean game. Now, Soroka is not a pitcher that I would ever expect to pitch a complete game or even make it past 7. 7 is extremely high for him. Expect to see him for 6 innings at best, and then they'll go to the bullpen. Andre Robinson says, I like no runs in the first inning for Morton and Soroka. Maybe for Soroka, but not for Morton, especially off of his opening day start. If it was typical vintage Charlie Morton, I could see doing that. But going up against the Braves lineup. Now, starting lineups haven't been announced. But when you got Acuna Jr., Ozuna, Freddie Freeman, all there within the start, I can see a disaster happening in the beginning unless we get vintage, spot-on Charlie Morton. If we don't, I think they could be in trouble in this game. However, the only good thing about this pitching matchup, the Rays' bats have been on fire against Atlanta. There's no doubt about it. They have been just absolutely embarrassing them, cleaning them up. And I'm not afraid to admit it. They are my team. They are my favorite team. They are who I personally root for. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to bet on them, but it definitely is a team I enjoy rooting for, to say the least. So, it is kind of embarrassing how they've been manhandled by the Rays lately. But this might be their get-back game. Remains to be seen. But it definitely has the capability with the pitching matchup. But a lot's going to depend on Soroka, how long he goes, and then that Atlanta bullpen. And then the Atlanta bullpen. I'd like to say I lean towards the under. In any normal situation for Charlie Morton, I would definitely lean towards the under. I would definitely lean towards the under any other day of the week except for this Wednesday. For the fact that he's coming off that horrendous start. And the Rays' bats have been so hot, they could single-handedly push the total over on the Braves as soon as Soroka's off the mound in the 6th inning, the 5th or the 6th inning. Especially with the total being at 8 right now on 5 dimes minus $1.20. So I'm laying off the total this time. I know I've been on the last couple of days. The Braves' first 5 team total, which today it's actually 2.5, probably because of Charlie Morton's horrendous start on opening day. The Rays' first 5 team total over 1.5 because Soroka pitched a near gem. So for this one, I am off. Michael asking, do I like run lines? If the situation calls for it, I bet a run line. I'm not partial. I'm not one of the individuals, I don't like this bet or I don't like that bet. About the only thing I don't believe in is preseason. All right, about the only thing I don't believe in is preseason. And Brentford with the win. 3-1. Ryan says, so under first 5. No, I'm laying off of the total completely. If you listen to anything I was saying about Charlie Morton, wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole today. It probably stays under, but I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Yep, Brentford with the win, 3-1. Personal plays off to a nice 1-0 start. Premium plays off to a 2-0 start. Hopefully 3-0 after the Rockies' victory. And we're going to make it a good day today. Free plays, we're already 1-0, courtesy of Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably should. Follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. where we post all kinds of shenanigans, free plays, as well as a lot of other fun stuff. Here's the direct link to my Twitter at CapNationKyle. Also, you can follow the Cappers Direct one at Cappers Direct LV. Bookie Killer's asking, what do I think about the Mets laying 1? The Mets laying 1. We will go over that game. I have no problem breaking down that one. Matter of fact, we can skip to the Mets and the Red Sox right now. We can skip to that game right now. As far as this game goes, no official play on it. You got Eovaldi on the mound going up against the Degrominator. Juan, thank you for the follow on Twitter. Much appreciated. The Degrominator going up against the Eovaldi. Interesting matchup. The Mets laying 2-1 against the struggling 1-4 Boston Red Sox. The New York Mets have an excellent starting rotation. Red Sox, not too shabby. They're actually minus 192, the Mets, plus 182 for the Red Sox at 5 dimes. Minus 1.5 is minus 105. You could actually get minus 1 on 5 dimes for a little bit more at minus 150. That's actually a very interesting line. Taking a look at both pitchers, first of all, what can we say about DeGrom in his opening start against the Braves? He pitched 5 complete innings, gave up 1 hit. He had 8 strikeouts and a walk, gave up no runs. That was the 1-0 victory by the Mets against Soroka and the Braves. Eovaldi in his first start against the Orioles on the 24th. Pitched 6 complete innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. He had 4 strikeouts and a walk. The thing with the under, Scott says first 5 under Mets and Red Sox. I actually like that. I actually like the play. I like the first 5 under. I do. But I'm a little scared of it. Okay, I'm a little scared of it because of the fact the Mets bats against the Red Sox have been hot. They put up 15 runs in 2 games. In their first game against the Red Sox, they had 7 runs in the first 4 innings, ended up being 7-4 final. They did all their damage in the first 4. And then yesterday, they put up 5 in the first 5. 5 of their 8 runs came in the first 5. So that is one thing that has me leery. The total is over 4 at even money plus 100, or over or under 3.5 is minus 130. You get under 4 at minus $1.20. The New York Mets bats have been cracking. They put up 15 runs in 2 games. They had 11 hits in their first game. And they had 10 last night. 21 hits, 15 runs. Not only, and 12 of those runs, 12 of their 15 runs have all came in the first 5 innings or less. Wild videos by James. Hey bro, can you remember me? Yes, you showed up yesterday. So while I do like the under in the first 5, I'm leery of the Mets bats actually popping off and doing what they've been doing. Bookie Killer says Bragada's got -1 at -134 on the Mets based on DeGrom and their performance. I think the value's there. Borgata. Okay. I thought that maybe you were talking about some offshore book that I've never heard of, maybe like a local bookie site or something. But as far as this one goes, I think that's a great play. I really do. I am going to bet it myself. I am going to bet that myself, which, if I'm making it more than a lean, we know what that means, right? Now, I'm not going to take them on the money line because they're -190. I do like the -1 value. They win by 1, you get a push, you get your money back. I don't mind that. It's one of the benefits to having 5 dimes. Thank you, Tim, for the frozen screen update. I will, bada bing, bada boom, we're unfrozen. So, on 5 dimes, the Mets laying 1 minus $1.50. This is not a normal premium play or even a personal play of mine. Okay, this is not a play that was given out as a personal play or a premium play. So by all means, don't think it's one of the big premium plays that I absolutely fire big on. But I do think there's value in the Mets laying 1. I honestly think there's value in them laying 1.5. But I don't mind laying an extra 45-cent juice. For some reason, it's a close game, and they end up winning 4-3. I get my money back. So, what we'll do, I just bet it myself. I will load that into the screen and show you guys a ticket. Why? Because we actually bet here at Cappers Direct. Every play I advise you guys to bet on, I bet personally. That actual screen that I'm looking at is so far away, I actually clicked on a ticket and it ended up being the AC Milan ticket. So bear with me while I get this one in the system for you guys. Maybe Juventus can make a nice big comeback for me in my parlay. And if anybody else bet on them, maybe for you guys as well. All right. So load up this ticket in here. Sometimes when I do a screenshot, it turns it into an HLOC file. And then, see, I still can't find it. Give me 1 second. All right. Get it in here because I like to show you guys that I actually bet the plays that I give you guys. All right. I know we already went over that this morning, and I do believe it's important for you guys to see that, 1, we're truthful. 2, we have a nutsack. And there you have it. Frank down the street has the Mets -5 at +450. I like it. And as Bookie Killis just said, regardless if it wins or loses, I think there's great value in it. I think it's a great value play. And I hope I don't lose it. I hope you guys don't lose it. So we'll go put it up on the board over here. Look at this. We're adapting. We're getting nicer, cleaner. No more chicken scratch. All right? No more chicken scratch for you guys. No more chicken scratch. That way when the board is up, and I've actually been working live stream, or actually not live stream, Vibe, which is the interactive whiteboard, actually called me back while we were live. So I will call them back. So that way we can actually figure out how to get that stream into one of the corners here. Scott says, Kyle, are too many sports at once? Will it hurt a capper too much on your plate? I think that depends on who you're dealing with and how they handle it. You know what I mean, Scott? Obviously, if somebody struggles to do baseball, if they want to do baseball and then add in something else, they're probably going to struggle. Michael, can I do a recap? No, sir, we got to keep going, but feel free to hit the rewind button. That's the best thing about these live streams is they're never deleted. So whatever you missed, you could actually go back and hit the rewind button and watch it all. So myself personally, Scott, I've got a good streamlined process and years of data and notes and an abundance of statistical data straight from Stats LLC at my disposal. So myself personally, my process is pretty streamlined, except when it comes to needing to verify something on the ground level. Then that takes time. That takes phone calls and stuff like that. Brian, yeah, hockey soon. Hockey Saturday. So there's the free play. We did not take the -1.5. We took the 1 minus $1.50. It's also on the board up there as well with my big bald head in the way. Ruben says, is it under 4 first 5 New York, Boston? No, I'm not playing the total. Not playing the total at all. Not one bit. Ruben says, what if you switch the screens? Capper's direct screen with the free play screen. It's up there right now. Jerry, good afternoon. But as far as the recap goes of all the leans, because we've given out 5 leans so far, as far as that goes, feel free to just hit the rewind button. We ain't going anywhere. Kyle says, I'm on the A's. What is going on? Just can't score. I'd like to say I wish you luck. I hope you don't lose too much. I wish us luck. We're on the opposite side. We've got the Rockies plus the money there. I think it was plus $1.30 when we gave them out. But again, I wish everybody luck, even if you're on the opposite side of us, because I don't want to wish anybody harm or losing any money. I hate to see anybody lose any money, especially us. Especially us. So if I miss some of the comments, if I miss a question, feel free to ask it again. I have no problem answering it. Sometimes I don't see them. Sometimes they just go in too fast. Chemo136 says, Lance Lynn escaped on bases loaded under first 5. Come on. I wish you luck there. Alex, is it true the NFL may be canceled? That ain't happening. That ain't happening. A lot of news on the NFL. The NFL is not going anywhere. If baseball can play, soccer can play, hockey can play, the NBA can play, so can the NFL. You got to remember, Baseball's playing 7 days a week. Hockey, 7 days a week. NBA, 7 days a week. Baseball, they're going to play a 60-game schedule over 66 days. Football, they play one time a week. Max, do I smoke? No, I don't. Joe, we all said that about the NCAA tournaments. The NFL is not going to be canceled. Other sports are going on. They're showing... other sports have already set the precedent on how to be successful. The KBO and the Nippon League and international soccer, the English Premier League, have already shown sports leagues how to be successful. In this country, it's just political. Say it ain't so you can smell rehab, whatever that means. Whatever that comment means. So, moving right along, obviously free play, well, it was on the board, can't see it now, but if you missed it, rewind. Moving right along, Yankees get the Orioles today, laying the big number. The Yankees laying the big number against the Orioles, who are 2-1 on the year. Wojciechowski on the mound for the Orioles. Garrett Cole getting the start for the Yankees. Laying that big juice today. Laying that big juice today. Earlier, there wasn't even a line on 5 dimes. They're minus 315 now. Plus 285 for the Orioles. Minus 1.5 is still 2-1. You can get minus 2.5 at minus $1.30. I will pass. I will pass. Now, Garrett Cole, he is 1-0 on the year. His first meeting of the year against the Nats. Pitched 5 complete innings, gave up 1 hit, which was a solo home run. He had 5 strikeouts and a walk. Pretty decent game for 5 outings, or 5 innings, in his outing. Scott says New York Yankees laying 2.5. Myself, personally, I just can't see it. They haven't played since Sunday, which was a 3-2 victory over the Nationals. They lost to the Nationals before that 9-2. And before that, they had their 4-1 win. As Pokey Killer said, the entire public's on them. Myself, personally, if I was going to do anything on this matchup, I'd probably take the Orioles at either plus 1.5 at plus 170, but you can still get plus 2.5 runs at plus $1.10. Now, the Orioles do have 2 wins on the season. They, again, haven't played since Sunday. They beat up the lowly Red Sox 7-2 and 7-4. They did lose 13-2 in their opening day game back on Friday. So if I was going to do anything on this one, and I'm going to lean towards it, I don't know if I have enough temp to want to bet it. I've got some, really good bets today. My personal plays were already 1-0. Premium plays were 1-0. Hoping to wrap up 3-0 with the Rockies plus money. They're up 2-1 right now. That big parlay I hit this morning. The free play on AC Milan, I also took them over too. Having a really good day to start. I don't know if I really want to just tempt fate on the Orioles plus 2.5 at plus 110. But it might be worth something. Maybe I'll throw in an open parlay for a couple hundred, and if it hits, I'll open it with 2 or 3 more teams. That's always a possibility. But I do lean on the reverse run line, plus 2.5 at 5 dimes, plus 110. It's plus money. Getting 2.5 runs. They can lose 5-3 and you're cashing a ticket. So I do lean towards that one. Definitely a lean. Maybe later on in the evening. I still have plenty of time to bet that game. That game doesn't start until 7:35 Eastern time. So plenty of time to bet it if I decide to. Chemo, could they do a bubble-like system? They absolutely could. But you have to remember there's TV deals and TV rights, and games that take place in LA can't be broadcast in different geographical areas. Even if you've got MLB extra innings, it won't show locally. It'll show on your local channel. All of that stuff. The teams want it in their facilities. Yada, yada, yada. A bubble in their spring training facilities in Arizona and Florida would have probably been the best option. However, they didn't. It would have been super simple. Hell, the Texas Rangers actually have room accommodations for players at their spring training facility. You know, it definitely probably would be a better idea than what they're doing. However, you guys have to remember, since when they tested on Friday, they did like 6,500 and more tests on players, coaching staff, and player personnel. Breaking news, the Fighting Irish are now part of the ACC schedule. For football. But you have to remember, last Friday they did over 6,500 COVID tests, and there wasn't one positive from another team. The Marlins outbreak all stems from when they had their little night out at the nightclub back in Atlanta. That's where players started getting sick, and it spread throughout the locker room. That's exactly what happened. Stay out of the nightclubs, stay dedicated to your team, and you'll be healthy, just like every other team. So the Marlins trying to ruin it for everybody, in my personal opinion. But yeah, they definitely could have done a bubble-like system like the NBA. They didn't have to spend the $150 million that the NBA did. They definitely did not. But they definitely could have kept the players in check and under wraps in 2 locations, spring training in Florida and spring training in Arizona. They definitely could have done it. What will do for a set of wings, right? As Christopher Bayer just said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The Marlins won stupid prizes. Personally, I think anybody that plays the Marlins over the course of the next 2 weeks they should forfeit their games and an automatic win to those teams. However, obviously that's not fair. Michael says, how about the Marlins to win the World Series? There's probably smarter bets than that one. All right, so moving along, taking a gander at what we have available. Next game on the board, because we're bouncing around, we're not hitting every single game. Padres, Giants. We talked a little bit about this one in the daily free play video yesterday. We have a free play on this game in the daily free play video. If you know what that is, please don't post it in the comment section. That's why they have me. They pay me exceptionally well to make free play videos so that you go and watch them. So make sure you go watch that video. We've got a great free play in it. Hopefully it's better than yesterday's free play. I think it should be better than yesterday's free play. But remember, not all of our free plays are premium plays or my personal plays or system plays. Sometimes they're smaller consensus plays like yesterday's over in the Red Sox game. They're still great plays, but they're not the plays that you want to go out and fire your whole bankroll on. You want some big stuff? Get on board. Week of premium plays on sale, $99. Speaking of that, real quickly, for everybody that doesn't know, the 1 week sale of premium plays and my personal plays for $99. That sale ends tonight at midnight. Okay? Buy a week of system plays. Get a week for free for $200. That sale ends tonight at midnight. So if you miss out, you miss out. But just so you know, those sales end at midnight. Got 2 great personal plays remaining. We got a premium play left. You want to win, and you want to hammer the books, and you want something great, pick out a package and get to work with us directly one-on-one. Michael says, what about daily parlays where ties lose? I don't bet where ties lose. The August Madness package, it's going to be fun. Definitely going to have some fun times. That's for sure. So, I did give out a parlay on Twitter. It was a 3-teamer. 1 got canceled. The other 2 were victorious. And I definitely don't do parlays where ties lose. And hell, that's why I bet a teaser. I bet it on 5 dimes during football when we bet it, or basketball during a teaser. I always pick the ties push or ties reduce option. Never ties lose. That's an advantage to the book. Try and put whatever advantage they have in your pocket. So, Padres, Giants. What can we say about this one? Johnny Cueto on the mound for the Giants. Chris Paddock on the mound for the Padres. Padres are hot, baby. 4-1. 4-1 on the year. First in the NL West. Who would have thought the Padres, 5 games into a 60-game series, would be leading the NL West that features the LA Dodgers? The Padres' bats have been cracking. They beat up the Giants yesterday 5-3. The Diamondbacks 6-2. They lost to them 4-3. They beat them up 5-1, 7-2. Those were the Diamondbacks as well. They get the Giants and Johnny Cueto today. Good old Cueto in his first start of the season against the Dodgers. He only made it 4 innings. Gave up 5 hits and a run. Had 3 strikeouts and a walk. This is a pitcher we expect to see 6-7 innings out of. Get in a jam. They might just pull him. They might just pull him early. Chris Paddock, just real quickly, 1-0 on the year. One of the 4 victories for the Pirates came in his outing just last week, 5 days ago. 6 complete innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs. He had 4 strikeouts and a walk. Taking a look at the numbers on this game. All right, taking a look at the numbers on this game. You've got the Padres minus $1.88. That line has moved. A lot of public money is on the Padres. They were minus $1.60 last night. The Giants were plus 150 last night. They're up almost 30 cents to up to 178. They're plus 178. As far as the total goes, the total was at 8 at plus 100. Taking a look at the first 5 line on this one. The first 5 line, the total is at 4 minus $1.15 on the over. The under 4 is minus 105. The under 4.5 is 135. Individual team totals, the Giants are over and under 1.5 at plus 105 for the over. 2.5 for the Padres. Add them together, even with California public school math, and you still get 4. Now the 4.5 option, minus 135, I do lean towards the first 5 under 4.5. I like that better than the 4. So we're going to put that under leans. It's minus $1.30. As far as the side of this game. If you want to know who I believe gets the job done, as well as the actual play and how to bet it, it is in our daily free play video that is posted on YouTube. Hell, I'll even give you a free pass to leave and come back. If you want to know what it is, here's the link to that video. But when you're over there, make sure you're one of the individuals that gives it a thumbs up. Drop a comment, because it's going to be a big winner. Be a nice big win for everybody over there. I did see that. He'll probably appeal it. I think 8 games in a 60-game schedule, when you didn't even hit them, is extreme. Dave Roberts suspended a game. I get that. They were given a warning before the game. Major League Baseball actually warned them to keep it out of there. I'm sure the suspension will be reduced. And I'm sure he will appeal it, which means if he appeals it, I would imagine, or actually it says that he did appeal it, which makes him eligible to play tonight. So if Kelly hits another batter tonight, he's getting his 8-game suspension and then probably another one. Brian S. says, should have hit somebody if he gets that punishment. It was probably more along the lines of insinuating a riot, walking off the mound saying, nice swing, bitch, to Carrera. That's probably, besides the intentional throwing, I'm sure the language and the insinuating a riot and benches clearing, or a potential riot and the benches clearing, was probably the biggest factor in that one. So, again, 8 games, I do believe is a little much. So, as of right now, only official free plays during the live show. Mets -1, minus $1.50. Some of us do believe that there's some extreme value. Remember, if you're just looking for a free play on every single game that we offer, or excuse me, that is on the board, you're definitely going to be in the wrong place, because it's not what we're about. We definitely don't just go down the list and say, take the Padres, take the Mariners, take the Phillies, take the Cards, take the Yankees, take the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Rays, the Royals. If you just want somebody to go down the list and give you every single swinging dick on the board 3 times, just head on over to SBR. That way, you can get every play twice 3 different times. But if you like solid plays from somebody who actually bets, then you're in the damn right place. I'm not going to give you guys a lot, but we're going to shoot the shit. We're going to have a blast. If you remember, we showed this one off just a little bit ago. That's just a free play. $500 on a free play. And that's it, as of right now. As far as big stuff, premium plays, you never know. Might have something for you, may not. Rangers get on the board. Rockies threatening a 1-out runner on first, top of the 6th. Hopefully we can put up some more runs. Would definitely be great because we do have the Rockies at plus 130. We didn't take them on the run line. We took them as the dog that they are. All right, so Aroma says, good luck, Kyle. We'll sweat this one out with you in another place of the world. Much appreciated. Taking a look let's take a gander at the LA Dodgers-Houston Astros game. We'll do that one next. We'll take a look at that one next, all right? Look at that, getting high-tech. Getting high-tech in this joint. If you're new to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do. Because you don't want to miss nothing. Daily free play videos every single day. Live shows going to be 2 times a day here soon. And it's going to be fun. Dustin May on the mound, the right-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, going up against Christian Javier of the Astros, the cheating Stros. Dustin May already pitching 4 1/3. Gave up 7 hits, no walks. Did have 4 strikeouts. Gave up 1 run back against San Francisco. Did give up quite a few hits, though, but they kept him. They kept him from moving around the bases. Max Muncy with 2 home runs on the year. Still failing really to put the ball in play. Justin Turner, 5 RBIs. Still hasn't gone long with the ball yet. Batting .421 with a .522 on-base percentage. As Mr. Bayer said, not quantity, but quality bets. That is a fact. As far as what to expect today between these 2 teams, I expect tempers to be high. I expect both teams to be on notice that nobody's going to be pitching at each other. I don't expect to see too many balls thrown at the heads of their opponents. I don't expect to see much of that today. I do expect to see Kelly put in at one point, which would be classic. I do expect to see it happen because he did appeal his suspension. Will he be effective as he was last night? We'll see. Definitely got a chip on his shoulder, and he probably does today as well. Now, can they add on to the suspension while you're appealing being suspended? That's a good question. I wish we could get an answer on that one. If he plucked a batter today while appealing an 8-game suspension, is he in line for another suspension on top of his 8-game suspension? I would imagine so. However, I wouldn't be so certain. I wouldn't be so certain of that. One thing that we are going to do, we're not just going to lean on this one. We're going to give out a play. They gear up for round 2. And I think we get a good one. I think we get a good game today. Jeff says, yes, different act. But you could plead the case that it's while you're appealing your suspension for the same thing. But I would imagine he would get 16 games. They would probably double it. They'd give him 12 to 16 for the second. Or if his suspension gets reduced to 3, they'd give him 6. Either way, it's going to cost him money. Michael, can I send you the promo code? Send you a promo code for what? Our website or 5 Dimes? So we are going to wrap this one up here shortly. But what I want to do, I want to make you guys some more money. Because I ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Ones we gave out on Twitter were great. And they should have made everybody some money. But want to do more here. All right, we definitely want to do more here. Crazy how my eyesight is just absolutely horrible today. Alrighty. So I want to get you guys on another play. I know our show is a little on the slower paced side. I get it. You know, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But we have fun doing it. And we will continue to have fun doing it. So I don't know where my live chat went, but there it is. Michael, hurry up and respond or email me, Kyle@cappersdirect.com, what promo code you were wanting. Something for our website or for 5 Dimes. So, with that being said, free play. Get it on the screen. I just got done betting it myself and uploading it into the website, or not the website, into the live stream. We'll get it in the live chat as well as on the screen. Right there for you guys and gals. LA Dodgers. -146 for the killer of the 2-game series. Right there for everybody. Enjoy that one. We'll get it on the board as well. Although I don't know what the heck's going on there with the overlay. But anyways, let's see here. There we go. There. No. There we go. There we go. Sometimes it likes to give us problems. So. Boom. On the board. On the board. Here, I'll even slide over so you guys could all... Maybe I go this way. There we go. Now you guys can see them, all right? Now you guys can see it. Elmore says, good luck, Kyle, and thank you. If you hit the books, we all hit. Andre, are my personal plays done for today? No, sir. No, sir. 2 left. 2 good Major League Baseball ones left. Chemo says, when I get some more cash or coming to 5 dimes, it's definitely great thing. 5 dimes will definitely take care of you. Michael, yes, I'll send you a promo code for 5 dimes as soon as I get off the live show. Chemo, would I do Los Angeles -1? No, I'll just lay 146 on the money line like I just did for $1,000. 1460 to win 1,000. $14.60 to win 1,000. And it's already bet. And I'll cover up my ugly mug and show it to you again. But no. If they were minus 200 or 220, then I would consider another option like a run line. But because they're not, and they're only laying $1.40 something, then I just lay what I lay. Constantine, game of the week, NBA or Major League Baseball? You're going to have to wait to find out. Going to have to wait to find out, but it will be Friday, and it will be a winner. It will be a winner. Chemo, it's all about value, brother. It's all about value. You know, if you take just taking a quick look at both of them, okay? You got the LA Dodgers minus 140. Excuse me, that's the first 5. Full game, minus 146. Okay? And popping up the rest. You can get minus 1, minus 124. So literally, you can lay 1 at minus 124. You can lay 1.5 at plus 100 even money. Or you can lay $1.46, or right now $1.43. As soon as I bet it for, a dime, they drop it. But the difference, as of the way it stands right now, is 19 cents from minus 1 to the money line. So minus 1, you got to win by 2. And you still have to lay, an easy math, you have to lay $124 to win 100. Or you can lay $143, $19 more. And if they win the game by 1, you're cashing a ticket. But if you do it the other option and you lay $19 for every 100 less at minus 1, then you're getting your money back, but you're not putting any profit in your pocket. And then if you lay 1.5, which is a normal run line everywhere, at plus 100, if they win 1-0 or they win 8-7, you're not going to push because you took it at minus 1. You're definitely not going to win because you didn't take the money line. You're going to lose because you took the run line at minus 1.5. So it's all about value. I don't mind laying a little more to have better value in a situation. Every bet that I make, there's got to be some type of value in anything that I do that I'm going to take serious. Now, fun money parlay, obviously, there's no value. Well, I guess there could be value, but there's really no value in a fun money parlay. So, but in any straight bet, there has to be value, or it's just not worth it. So with that being said, guys and gals, good luck, everybody. Enjoy the free plays. I'll give out a lot of leans on this show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leans, 2 free plays. and a couple other innuendos, reading between the lines on some other plays that we may have some action on. So enjoy, everybody. Enjoy enjoy your evening. And one thing that I always try and preach, and we can talk more about this later, is always betting within your means, never doing anything stupid, and always being safe. All right. Good luck to everybody betting. I don't care if you're betting on the same side with us, against us. And remember, tweet copies of your tickets. #CappersNation. We'll be picking people at random over the course of the next week or two. So let's start the Cappers Nation movement. And let's have a great time. So good luck, everybody. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. All right, tomorrow's live show, for everybody that's still here, tomorrow's live show will be live. Different time tomorrow. All right, different time tomorrow. Let me just double check what we had set, and I will let you know in 10 seconds. Tomorrow will be live, 5 p.m. Eastern time. All right, little different time slot tomorrow. 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Okay, 5 p.m. Eastern time. One game will have already gone off, but we'll be able to hit both basketball games as well as all the NBA or Major League Baseball as well. So enjoy your guys' Wednesday. Let's make a boatload of money, and